Welcome to week 6. Here we are. Week 6 has brought a little observation with recovery. Something is happening with my recovery. Also, in this week, the battle continues with the nasal resistance. It is getting better, but it does continue. The battle is real for me. This week also saw an emergency trip to the vet. Not for me. We have human doctors here, but for our fur baby, he's okay. And then the other thing this week is I have made some observations about running in a small community. Let's jump in. It was about 6.5 kilometers. It was just supposed to be a slow, comfortable 6K pace. And my pace was, again, rocket speed, 6.29 minutes per kilometer. So, and I'm a little overdressed. When I left my house, it was 11 degrees Celsius, and I was only gone for 40 minutes. And the thermometer is now showing like 18 degrees Celsius, and it's warm. So, all that considered, though, it went okay. No major issues. Breathing more and more through my nose, like more continuously, and had to stop and, or not stop, but I had to blow my nose probably 4 times, and then run with some pressure on my upper nasal passages. But other than that, it's okay. A good start to week 6. Run number 2 this week. Total of 10.5 kilometers, and my pace was 6 minutes 39 seconds per kilometer. A few stops at stoplight. 3 times I guess I stopped, and one to have a conversation that lasted a little bit longer than I thought. But anyway, that's the pace. So the breathing, you know what? I didn't even really think about it. I can't say how I did, other than 10.5 kilometers is a really long run for me. Like I haven't done more than 11 kilometers in a long, long time. And I feel good. Like my muscles feel okay. I have suffered for years and years and years of what I've always described as heavy legs when I'm running, like just heavy, heavy, heavy. And then the next day, the same thing. And I've not experienced that in the last few weeks. I don't know if that's about the breathing and the muscle recovery or the better oxygenation. Don't know, but it does definitely feel different. Today has been one of those days that life happens. An emergency drive to the vet with our dog. Our vet's an hour away. He's okay for right now. So headed out a little later than usual. The nice thing about that is the wind has settled down a little later in the day. Not very often I get to run with little wind. Only about 5.5 kilometers, and my pace 6 minutes 46 seconds. But again, I live in a small town. Rarely can you run in the vicinity without running into people you know. So I stopped twice and had great conversations with friends. And I didn't stop my watch. I never stop my watch when I do that. So I'm not sure what the real time is. I just had to jump in and add a little bit of commentary on that comment that I made about hard to get an accurate pace because I'm stopping and talking to people along the way. And that is one of the beauties of living in a small community, that you never go very far without seeing a familiar face. One of the challenges with that is getting an accurate pace. However, I would not change that for the world. I'm not so concerned about my pace, but every time you're out and about and you connect with people, that also contributes to good health and well-being. The U.S. Surgeon General reminds us that social connection is as fundamental to our mental and physical health as food, water, and sleep. I don't think we can underestimate that. And although I may grumble about not getting an accurate pace, I think it's important to remember about the real benefits associated with that. Anyway, the breathing was okay. I'm still lots of resistance up here, and so was running for a little bit with my hand on each side of my upper nasal passages, and that just, oh my God, that just feels so much better when you can have that pressure there. But overall, it went okay. Did 10 kilometers, which is a lot for me. I mean, that's definitely a long run for me. I was huffing and puffing a fair bit, but that was because probably poor planning on my part yesterday was spent doing yard work and in the garden. And once I got going, it was okay. And the breathing was actually okay. It was slow though, and this was a true pace because I actually didn't stop anywhere on this one other than like maybe waited at one quick traffic light. So it is, I think, a true rate, and my pace was 6 minutes 24 seconds per kilometer. So that's not very encouraging or impressive, but definitely I feel a difference. In the recovery is better. Like I get up the next day and my muscles are not as tight and sore and stiff as they historically have been all my other years of running. So I am still believing in the nose breathing. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I wish, again, it would magically improve my pace, but we'll keep at it. And this is the end of week 6. We'll see how week 7 goes.
Remember, I'm not a health expert. This is simply my own experience. Always discuss new health initiatives with your primary care provider.